How's it going, guys? My name is Lexy, and I'm here to answer a few more questions about myself to help you in your voting for best game master in the world. But that's crazy. Now, first things first, again, my name is Lexy, and I work at ESCAPETHEROOMers Gig Harbor, right here in Gig Harbor, Washington, United States. And we'll just jump right into it. First question, what are some of your code names that you've used while game mastering? Now, that depends on who you ask and what epic adventure you're about to dive into. Now, while I myself have spent tons of time studying the ancient Mayan ruins that were just unearthed nearby and can field any question that any of the archaeologists hired to investigate it can throw at me, I would definitely turn to one of my very close friends if you're thinking more along the lines of, you know, fairies and goblins, or maybe you were sent to free some spirits. Well, let me just say that, you know, the ones you really want to talk to are the ones that are a little more of that world and of that realm. So it's not my name who you're going to want to be asking for. So you'll have to come to Escape Hour and see who I'm talking about because they're pretty epic. Now, let's see here. We've got the next one. What has been a weird or memorable experience you've encountered while game mastering? Honestly, one of the best things about game mastering is that you never really know what you're about to get into. Every single group is different and every group is unique in their own way. You know, you see proposals, you see first dates, you see, you know, people who've met for the first time just going through something together. But one of the most memorable, I would say, is for our cabin, which is a very spooky experience. We had a couple, I think they'd only been dating for, you know, a short amount of time, and let's just say that they were absolutely terrified, petrified of the entire experience, and you know, they decided to put themselves through the ringer. Now, one guy, he got so scared that instead of running away from the thing that was scaring him, he decided to pick them up and yell and scream. He didn't really know what to do. At some point, I'm pretty sure he also threw up during the experience because he was that scared. Now, it gets better because at the end, we like to take photos of the groups that go through, right? Now, we may or may not have planted, you know, with our close relationship with the, you know, the beings that haunt the place nearby, that, well, let's just say, when we took their photo, somebody popped out and scared them, and that guy on the date proceeded to run over his girlfriend that he brought with him out the door and all the way across the parking lot, and it took a while to get him back, but I think his life was changed forever in that moment. So that was definitely one of my favorites. What is your favorite phrase to say while game mastering? I really just love saying great job. I mean, all the puzzles are difficult. Sometimes some are more difficult than others, but when you see a group going through, working together, and just, you know, putting all their efforts into solving something, it's those little wins that add up to a giant win. So, you know, great job, team. That was a tough one. Or, you know, if they're close, great job, team, but, you know, keep trying, you're almost there. Something like that usually does it. What is a must-have during game mastering for you? I would probably have to say the walkie-talkie. Now, it's probably as important to stay connected with your team outside the experience as it is inside. And you get to develop the skill of being able to travel between worlds in an instant. So there's lots of exciting things that happen in Escape Hour Gig Harbor, and everybody wants to know about it. So definitely walkie-talkie, I'd say. Who is your favorite customer? This is probably one of the hardest questions to answer because we've got so many of them. Let's see, got the Columbos and the Posey families. They bring their kids to come play every experience we have. Super adorable. Hinatea, you're super just energetic. Love that enthusiasm. Paula, you are Maddie's biggest fan, and I'm one of yours. Muriel and friends, Josh and Michaela, Topher and Dave. Like, honestly, you guys are amazing, and it seriously feels like you're just meeting up with old friends when you see them. We have the best fans here at Escape Hour, and we're pretty lucky to continue to serve you in the most creative and immersive ways. What do you tell customers who want a hint? Do you make them dance or just simply give them one? Well, escape rooms, they're games of seconds, right? So I always try to give them the most would say, immersively efficient hint as possible. However, that being said, I have definitely requested a, secret, a song, or a dance when the moment was right. So you don't really know what you're gonna get here at Escape Hour. Do you play escape rooms? And if yes, please give a shout out to one of your favorites. I love escape rooms. That's obviously why I think this is one of the coolest jobs ever. And honestly, I'm a little sad that I haven't played more. I feel like legitimately that escape hours probably the best experiences I've ever played. Like, they're just over the top, which sounds biased, but I promise you, come check it out. You will also agree. But outside of there, I would say, I think it was called Merlin's Magic School in Palm Springs, and Dive to Atlantis in Seattle. Those are probably my top two outside of Escape Hour. What is your favorite part about game mastering? There's so many great parts. What can I say? I love being able to use my creativity behind the scenes to help create the experiences that people play through, and seeing people play through something that you built as a puzzle, super cool. Also, the team that I get to work with. I have met some of my favorite people ever through Escape Hour, including my best friend, who I actually best friend proposed to inside one of our experiences. So, ask about that if you ever get the time. Pretty epic. And by the way, she said yes. And honestly, there's so many great parts, but I feel like the best part is that you serve a role to help somebody go through something together, make memories that they will never forget. And a lot of times, like, you are the one that starts their escape room journey, their hobby that now they will never not do. They go travel, they wonder what they can do for fun. It's an escape room. And you're always brought back to your very first and who was there to help you along the way. So that is amazing to me. I always love making people's days and making them smile. So we get to do that multiple times a day, and that's pretty epic. Especially in this world we're living in today. You get to escape for 60, 70 minutes or so and just not think about anything other than having fun, problem solving, and going through something together. That's pretty amazing. Now lastly, if you could give one suggestion for your players, what would it be? I would say don't overthink it. Start simple and then work more complex, because sometimes the simplest answer is the correct one. So if you're looking to save time, start simple. Now those are all the questions that they have for me. So I just want to give a shout out to our owners of Escape Hour for nominating me. You guys are incredible, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to change my life, basically, and work for such an amazing place. And I hope that I get to see some of you guys at Escape Hour Gig Harbor, or soon to come our Escape Hour Point Western location, which is opening right down the road at the beginning of the year. So have some more epic experiences to look for them. All right, you guys, thank you so much for listening.